Alright, so we are back down in the basement today looking at the mini door, and as you can see, 3800's gone. We have a drawbar back up. So here's a 3800. I said in the video of the 3800 that I was going to not do the 8500W right away. I thought about actually putting that one up for a little bit, but I decided to not. I'll put that one up someday, but decided to not do that right now, and I just go back to a drawbar. So yeah, there's a 3000 still. I mean, it did run that little door pretty well, except one thing I noticed, I might need to flip this around, hold up. This collar wasn't really designed for these openers, because you can see how it is scraping off some of that plastic there. So next time I need to either just not put, just not put that collar on as far or something. Which is why I think they changed the cases on the newer 8500s, because they eventually changed the 8500s to be all black, and I think they might have taken this piece off as well, but I can't remember. But anyway, as for the opener I have installed, as you can see, we've got a new style Chamberlain arm. I've got the square rail up again, so obviously means it's a newer Chamberlain or Craftsman of some sort. Well, this is what I went with. This is the PD752KEV, 3/4 horsepower chain drive machine. Very rare machine. As far as I know, I'm the only person in the community that has one of these, and I've only been able to find one other video of that has. I found one other video that has a couple of these openers in it, but that's the only one I've seen other than the videos I have of it. So you can see this one is pretty, I mean, it's kind of beat up, but I mean, it was a dumpster pull. Pretty much all my machines that were dumpster finds were beat up. So yeah, so this one does have my cue. This was made in November of 2015. I don't know what years they made these for. If I had to guess, it'd probably be 2013 to 2015 is when they made these units. They obviously didn't sell very well. There was a Craftsman version of this as well. That's one I kind of would like to get one of those, but take a look at the other side. By the way, this one, the case on this one I'm noticing is a little bit lighter color than the LW5000EV is. From what I can tell at least. This one is, the LW5000EV is closer to like this color, and this one is more, well, I don't know how well you'll be able to tell the difference, but see that one, yeah, I guess you can tell. So there is a slight difference in the cases between the two. Here's what we got on this side of the machine. I did have to pull this board back out of the 8165 because if you guys remember, I fried the board in the 8165, and I had to put this board in there so I could still use that opener for a little bit. But now this thing has its own board back in it. This unit does have the bigger 10-tooth sprocket on top. There was no dual sprocket version of this, and there's no MyQ LiftMaster that has a dual sprocket or has a 10-tooth sprocket instead of a dual sprocket. I obviously do have the chain spreader. The other thing about this is that this unit actually does not have a gear case in here like the LiftMasters do. The 315 ones did have a gear case, but this one does not. And I would assume that the Craftsman version is the same way, where it doesn't have the gear case. So yeah, that's pretty much how the thing looks. So it's a really nice machine. It's pretty quiet. Something makes a little bit of noise in there, and there is actually quite a bit of noise of the chain going around the chain spreader and the idler pulley up here. By the way, this chain was barely long enough to reach. It's a little bit loose, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's the Chamberlain. So Not really a whole lot else to show down here. I guess I got a new little thing to organize some of my nuts and bolts and whatnot, but really that's about it. So I guess we'll go ahead and run this. For accessories, I have this Chamberlain button. This is the button it would have come with. Let me pull it out here. I have, once again, the 953 ESTD MC down here, which for some reason, I know I've said this before, but for some reason this remote really doesn't seem to work that well. I don't know why. And then I have the usual 877 LM installed outside that I pretty much always have set up. So we'll go ahead and run this machine with this button here, and I'll show you just how quiet it is. So yeah, it's pretty quiet. Like I said, something does make a little noise in there, but overall sounds pretty good. And then here's the 877. So yeah, and obviously this one does move a little bit quicker because of the 10-tooth sprocket. I kind of thought this one would throw the door around a little more than it does, but it actually does run pretty smooth for what it is. So yeah, that's the 3/4 horsepower Chamberlain. We'll run this down, and then that's pretty much going to be it. Let's get you a good angle here. Here we go. Yeah, and you can hear a little bit of chain noise of the chain going around the chain spreader up there, but it is overall a quiet machine. By the way, these parts here are pretty bent, and I don't know why. It could have been from getting thrown in the dumpster, but who knows. So I've just got it mounted on the way back holes where it is not bent. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Chamberlain PD752KEV. Thanks for watching. See you all on the next one. By the way, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but I'm thinking I might do the 1280R, but we'll see. So thanks for watching. See you all later.